Are you worried that technology or artificial intelligence or some big brand name company is going to replace the final expense agent or the senior-based agent? If so, watch this video because I'm going to give you my best sales pitch to convince you otherwise and how the senior market at large is going to be safe from the throes of technology for many decades to come. Greetings and salutations. My name is David Duford, owner of Duford Insurance Group, where I train and recruit new and experienced agents to sell final expense, Medicare, and annuities nationally, both face-to-face and over the phone. So let's talk about how technology will not replace us. We will not be replaced by technology when it comes to final expense for sure, and certainly Medicare as well. Let me give you kind of some reasons why you should be enthused about sticking with a career based off of a personal interaction, whether face-to-face or over the phone, and how us as agents are not going to be replaced for at least the next 15 to 20 years as far as a career goes in selling either product or any products really to seniors. So first of all is the nature of our client base. Here's the thing, guys. I can't account to people my age, 36 years old and younger at the filming of this. Most of us are technologically oriented. We're mostly buying sight unseen. We don't deal with salespeople or go out that much anymore anyway. But that is just not the case with people 60 and older that constitute most of our final expense and Medicare clientele basis. They are not interactive to a large percentage online. They're not doing due diligence. They're not checking Better Business Bureau. They don't care whether or not you have a business website. They get most of their information still, even in 2021, off of the TV, off of cable. That's how they do things still. And that's how they receive their entertainment, their news. And so the point is they're not in the same paradigm that you and I are. If you're somebody who's, let's just say for most cases, younger, 40 and under, you grew up with the internet. You grew up with all of the social media stuff. It's a norm of life. It's not the case there. What you have with our client base are just people who are just going day to day through life. They're not the type that's going to do research or due diligence. And they end up being the type, because they're not tech savvy, to want and even demand personal service. That's one of the things about the baby boomer market, this 60 and older market that you're going to see, is that a lot of the decisions and the purchase decisions they've made through their life has been predicated on help from salespeople. And here's the thing, as you get older, you're more set in your ways. It's very rare you'll find a 60-year-old who changes how they do things overnight. People by the time they're 60 are going to be the same way the rest of their life. And one of the biggest things about, again, not all 60-plus-year-olds, certainly more are going to be technologically savvy, but there's a big chunk of them that just don't use tech as a sales tool or a research tool. They use it more as an entertainment, play Candy Crush, waste time on Facebook, that kind of thing. But they still do business the old-fashioned way. They go buy a car on the lot, or they have a salesperson like us come in. And I don't see that changing. Maybe as the 50 and older crowd, as I age into the 50 and older crowd, that will probably change to an extent. But right now, we've got at least another 15 to 20 years before that's going to happen. And that means we're just going to continue to be focusing on a group of people that grew up in an era where face-to-face encounters are the norm. And so that's good for us, because it's not like selling insurance to people in their 40s and younger who are used to having, doing business on Amazon or buying things from sight unseen. So that's a good thing for us, because we're going to have a purpose and we're going to be a driving force to the revenue for these insurance carriers to continue to keep production going. And even a bigger thing that I have learned is that the essence of life insurance in this case, especially with final expense, life insurance is sold. It's not bought. People don't go out like they do to buy a car or like they do to buy groceries, to buy food or buy a vehicle, because that's stuff that's just top of mind that they know they need. But life insurance is one of those things that's so conceptual that you literally have to die to see the benefit of it, meaning you'll never see the benefit. You're paying something that you'll never see. So it's an idea, it's a concept, it's the ultimate intangible good. And what happens is it has to be sold. You have to see people on their own grounds. You have to get people on the phone and persuade them to take action today to buy this, because there's always this lingering doubt that tomorrow is a better day to buy life insurance. And that whole mentality is just something of human nature. Most people don't have the inherent capability to, prevent bad things from happening. People react more than they are proactive. And so that's why agents are needed, because our clientele is more like that, I would say, than even the younger audience. Coupling that with the technological unsavviness, they need somebody belly to belly or on the phone to get them to buy something, to help them see that, time is limited and they better do something now versus later. So these three factors, again, the nature of our clientele being old-fashioned, that they're not set in the ways like millennials and younger are, and the fact that they are not tech savvy, they don't do any kind of due diligence. And lastly, because life insurance itself is a product that's just not bought like a jug of milk, means that this product, this idea, this market is going to be just as good for decades to come. And we haven't even talked about how, the 10,000 that seniors are growing at a rate of 10,000 a day for the next 20 years. And that the senior population will increase by 50% from 2020 to 2040. Not even to mention that. The very nature of this demographic leads it to be very powerful. And to me, more reason to continue to focus on and sell in that demo. So hope you enjoyed this video. If you like this video, subscribe and like it. And if you want to see more information about how to join my agency to sell to the senior market for final expense and Medicare, click the link above and below, and you'll learn more about how the DeFord Insurance Group works. Y'all take care, and thank you for watching. See ya.